Welcome to Master English Stories, the place where true stories inspire your heart and improve your English. Let me ask you one important question. Have you ever wondered why we teach English through the stories of famous people? You might think, why this method? Well, let me explain. This is not just any method. It's a powerful and modern way to learn English, and it really works. By learning through real, motivational stories from successful historical figures, you will learn natural English phrases and sentences, discover new and useful vocabulary, improve your listening skills step by step, train your speaking and pronunciation like a native, get inspired by true success stories, and most importantly, enjoy the process. This is not boring grammar, it's English with purpose, meaning, and motivation. So, stay with us and let the stories guide your success in language and in life. Today's story is about a man who defeated an empire without picking up a weapon. A man who wore simple clothes, walked with bare feet, and changed the future of a nation with peace. His name was Mahatma Gandhi, but Gandhi was not born a hero. He was a shy child. He was afraid to speak in public. He failed many times. People laughed at him. Some hated him, but he didn't stop. He had a deep belief that truth and peace are stronger than fear and violence. This is not just a history lesson. This is the story of how one man's courage, discipline, and kindness made the world listen. A story that can light a fire in your soul and help you believe in yourself, no matter where you come from. So sit back, listen closely, learn from the life of a man who proved that silence can be stronger than shouting, and that love can defeat hate. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who would later be known as Mahatma Gandhi, was born on October 2, 1869, in Porbandar, a small town in India. He was born into a Hindu family that followed traditional beliefs. His father worked as a government official, and his mother was deeply religious. From a young age, Gandhi was shy and quiet. He did not enjoy playing outside with other children. Instead, he spent much of his time reading or thinking deeply. As a young boy, Gandhi was not the smartest student in school. He was average in his studies, but was honest and disciplined. He believed in truth and non-violence even at a young age. When he made a mistake, he would admit it without fear. These values became the foundation of his entire life. At the age of 18, Gandhi traveled to England to study law. He wanted to become a barrister, a kind of lawyer. Life in England was very different from India. He had to adjust to a new language, culture, and weather. At first, he struggled to fit in, but soon, he began to understand how to balance his Indian identity with British customs. He avoided meat and alcohol and tried to follow the teachings of his religion. People laughed at him, but he stayed strong. He also studied different religions and began to think about the meaning of life. These experiences helped shape his beliefs later in life. After finishing his law studies, Gandhi returned to India, but found little success as a lawyer. So in 1893, he took a job offer in South Africa. There, his life changed forever. South Africa had a system of racism, where people with dark skin were treated badly. One day, Gandhi was thrown off a train even though he had a valid first-class ticket, just because he was Indian. This moment lit a fire inside him. Gandhi decided to fight against this unfair system with violence, but with truth and peaceful protest. He called this method Satyagraha, which means truth force. He began organizing Indian workers in South Africa, helping them get better rights and fighting unjust laws. He led peaceful marches, wrote letters, and faced jail many times. People started to listen. Gandhi's name spread across South Africa, and even the British began to notice him. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India. He was already famous, but he did not jump into politics right away. Instead, he traveled across the country to understand the real pain of the people. He saw how poor they were, how farmers were suffering, and how British rule had made life harder. He wore simple clothes, like the poor villagers, and lived a humble life. He believed that leaders should live like the people they represent. Gandhi soon became the face of India's independence movement. He led many peaceful protests. One of the biggest was the Salt March in 1930. The British had made it illegal for Indians to make their own salt. So Gandhi walked 240 miles to the sea, with thousands of people following him, and made salt from the ocean water. The British arrested him, but the world watched. Newspapers from around the globe wrote about him. People were amazed at how one man, using peace instead of violence, could challenge a powerful empire. Gandhi believed in simple living and high thinking. He spun his own clothes, ate simple food, and never lived in luxury. He prayed daily and believed in the power of forgiveness. Even when people hurt him or insulted him, he responded with love and patience. He taught that freedom does not come from hatred, but from understanding and unity. He asked Hindus and Muslims to live together peacefully. He wanted India to be free not only from British rule, but also from fear and hate. He spent many years in jail, but his spirit never broke. Even the British respected him. Leaders from around the world admired him, including Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Finally, in 1947, India became free from British rule, but Gandhi was not fully happy. The country was divided into India and Pakistan, and violence broke out between Hindus and Muslims. Gandhi went from city to city, asking people to stop the fighting. He fasted, refusing to eat until the violence ended. Many people loved Gandhi, but some were angry at him. They thought he was too kind to other religions. On January 30th, 1948, while walking to his evening prayer, Gandhi was shot by a man who disagreed with his ideas. The whole world mourned. India had lost its father. Gandhi's death was not the end of his story. His ideas live on in millions of people. His message of peace, truth, and non-violence continues to inspire people around the world. He showed that one person with no money, no army, and no hate can still change the world. Mahatma Gandhi taught us that we don't need to fight with swords. We can fight with love, truth, and courage. He proved that the human spirit is stronger than any empire. And that was the story of Mahatma Gandhi, the man who showed the world that real strength lives in peace, not violence. He didn't use a gun. He didn't use fear. He used truth. He used love. And he gave his whole life for the freedom of others. Gandhi taught us that one person with a clear heart and strong mind can change history. No matter how weak you feel, no matter how small your voice, you can stand for what's right. You can fight without hate. You can lead with peace. So, what about you? What will you do when life becomes unfair? Will you fight like Gandhi with patience, courage, and truth? Thank you for watching this story. If it touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. And remember, be kind, be brave, be the change. This was Master English Stories, where real lives teach real lessons.